Asante Sana. Yeah, Jambo. My name is Rose Onama, Queen of the Nile. Um, a happy grandma. And I am from Uganda, East Africa, from the Nile, the beginning of the Nile. And I am so happy, happy, happy to be here again. I haven't seen you all in a long time. And it's this beautiful, beautiful lady called Babali that brought me into this situation. And I have never been happier.
Thank you, Rose. Well, can you tell everybody what you do, the amazing art forms that you're involved in?
Well, I do a lot of stuff. You know, I was a tomboy. Everybody used to tease me that I couldn't do anything girly or stuff. So I just said, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to show you, but do you want to bet for some money? And of course, Rose Onama won. Um, and I've always really wanted to do a lot of this. I started with Barbara in 1994, Barbara,
Oh,
right? And but I've always liked telling stories, and I learned my stories from my grandmother, who used to teach us how to do right by people and how to never let anything put you down, but she would always tell it by stories, so she would capture us. And when I joined Milwaukee Public Theater, I had always worked with kids. I liked playing with kids, teasing them and telling them stories. And when you try to tell a child right, instead of scolding, then they'll turn you off. So I would tell stories, and I would switch animals and call the animals as people, because animals like cats and dogs, we call them people. Because they're people who cannot speak. And as I saw when I came here, how dogs lead people who are blind, they help all kinds of people. And frankly, when I had my stroke, it was dogs that taught me how to sit, because I was paralyzed on one side of my body. So those are my people. So I could reach a lot of people regardless of color, gender, ability, challenge, whatever. So it's done a lot for me.
excellent. So tell them a little bit about how you started dancing too, Rose. I know you were working with an organization in Madison, but have you always danced? Did you dance as a child?
I guess people could have called me a hyperactive child. I never played with dolls. I was always climbing trees, and in a place where growing up in a culture where girls are supposed to do this and that and the other thing, I was very, very blessed to have a father who believed in women and being, you educate women more, you give them more chances to do whatever they want to do. So I was the only girl who was allowed to wear shorts and pants, and I have a twin who is very girly. And my father always encouraged what I do, so I've been dancing all the time. And so when I got here, I missed the older people, my grandma and everything. So I worked in a nursing home, and I would teach the ladies how to dance.
Oh, excellent.
They did not twerking. I used to teach them that.
Cool.
But dancing has been a really good thing. So I started teaching dancing, and then I taught it as a dance exercise at the Y. And then I used to live in Madison, and believe it or not, my background is veterinary science. So I used to work with large animals.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, I was the very first Black person to be in the School of Agriculture and Animal Sciences. I did my master's degree there, but I always liked teaching and working with people. So to me, the best way to do is to just let myself go and do whatever I wanted. So, and then of course I met lovely Barbara, and she kind of, a lot of where I went after that, my development is from Barbara. I just had so much admiration for her with all the challenges, not disabilities, challenges and abilities she had. It encouraged me. And little did I know that a few years later, I myself would have, this stroke and be, challenged. And for me, my challenge, I don't take it as a disability. It's a challenge. I always meet my challenges head on, never give up,
Yes,
you
you
know,
do.
right. Just like my dad, my father is one of the fathers of my country. He helped get independence for Uganda. He never gave up. And I thought, oh no, I can't give up. I can't embarrass my dad. And that kept me going. And then I realized how much my grandmother impacted us by the storytelling to keep us friendly and to teach us about loving people and taking people as they are. So I'll tell you, when I first came here to Marquette with my twin sister as a 19-year-old freshman, I learned very quickly how to make people laugh, how to fit in, and that has really, my storytelling, my dancing really helped me, and being with Milwaukee Public Theater enhanced everything 1,000-fold.
Thank you. I'm so happy you did. Was
I
so
am too.
fun. So, are you going to tell us a story today?
Oh, yes, you bet I am. I mean, I have so many stories. I've been thinking all week about what I'm going to tell. I like to talk, as you can see.
Yes.
I don't want to drag you into a long talk. We'll do that on another day when Barbara and I figure out how to do it. So the story, there's a story, and I'm going to make it shorter, so you will have to tune in for the next time. And this story is an old African story, of course, with parts of what I do in it. It's a story about a village way, way, way out, this long time ago. And in this village, everybody was always happy. The children used to run around and play and do everything. And you see, they could go to somebody's house and stay there all day. Their parents wouldn't worry because they know where the kids were. And so everybody was always smiling or laughing. We call it to cheka. That means to laugh. So one day, a stranger came into the village. Everybody was nice to this stranger. They smiled at her, they played with her, but she wasn't happy because every time any child played or laughed, she would itch. Oh, she would itch, 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 itch. And she was like, oh man, I can't do this. My body's ashy. I'm scratching all over the place. And she thought, what can I do? And in her bag, she looked in her bag, took out all these things that she found, what we call a ture. Ture in Mali language is a horn. And this horn is like a cornucopia. So she took the horn, and instead of blowing it to make the noise out, she turned the other side around and sucked all the smiles out of the children's faces. So pretty soon, the whole village was so, they felt terrible. Nobody smiled. Everybody was cranky, and all the kids would cry. They would sit cranky and wouldn't even say hi to anybody. So pretty soon, people didn't know what to do. The adults didn't know what to do because this individual was so terrible, knew how to hide. Nobody knew what happened. So one day, some of the little kids went to watch her at night. And they watched where she took out the smile from the ture and she put it away. And the kids said, man, we have to do something. This is terrible. Their parents were not happy. Nobody was happy. So the kids devised a way. There was 2 children in particular who knew what to do, but nobody would listen to them because they were disabled. One young lady, she was so sad she couldn't, even though she couldn't speak she couldn't hear or speak, she always smiled. And then her friend, the young little boy who also had issues with his leg, he dragged one leg behind because it was crushed while he was being born. But he adapted. He knew how to get around. And the two of them were always sitting on the side. And everybody said, they can't do anything because they are disabled. And so the girl said, why are they saying that? And the little boy said, oh, you know what? They're saying that because they think just because we can't walk, I can't walk, and you can't hear or speak, they think you're dumb, that your brain doesn't work. So the young lady said, oh, okay, let's show them. They got together, they made a plan. And so one day, this lady came around watching the children laugh, and she just couldn't deal with it. Now, the young lady who couldn't hear or speak could not laugh loud. So she pretended, she scrunched up her face, but she was laughing on the inside. So she told the little boy, they made a plan of what to do. So this young lady was sitting in the middle, stealing everybody's smile. And so they sidled close to the lady, or not the lady, the mean woman. It could have been a mean man who dressed like a woman. But they came next to the person and they were nice to her. She said, what do you want here? She started to itch. They said, oh, sorry, Grandma, we want to talk to you. They said that she started to itch. Get away, I don't like you being nice to me. So the girl said, oh, we brought you something nice. Said, I don't like nice things, get away. So they gave her a little bit, she sat closer, and all the while her hands were moving towards that Tourette. The lady didn't know. The young boy distracted her. The girl picked up that Tourette, and because she could run, she quickly ran away to a tree, gave that Tourette to the boy. She climbed the tree, the boy gave her that Tourette. She climbed higher and higher and hit that Tourette. And the lady was just yelling, give me my stuff, give me my stuff. But they did not even let go. The little boy crawled as fast as he could and pushed the lady over. And the little girl climbed higher, and finally she took that Tourette and she hit it on a branch. Immediately the Tourette broke apart and out came all the smiles. And everybody was smiling. And the lady was just scratching, and she started to run. She ran way out of town. And I will tell you, all the rest of the children, they got up, took this young boy and young girl that they forgot about their disabilities, put them high on their shoulders, ran all over town singing their praises. And from that day on, those two little kids were totally accepted. They became leader of all the children because their challenges, or what people call disabilities, did not stop them from helping the village when all the big, strong kids who could do everything couldn't even think. What they showed them is, look, our challenges, AKA disabilities, do not stop us from being smart. In the end, they taught the village and everybody else that do not underestimate anybody because of what you see that they cannot do as well as you can. And I, Rose Onama, Queen of the Nile, showed that to a lot of people. You see, because now, instead of running, I ran track for AAU, the university track meets, all over the state. I ran 400 meters in 55 seconds. I even almost went to the Olympics. But now I can walk a little faster. My doctors told me I would never walk because I had cancer in my spine and plus the stroke. But I worked hard, man. I would fall and I would make myself get up. And eventually I learned how to fall on my behind. So I never got hurt. And I showed the doctors, the particular doctor that told me I would never walk, I worked very hard. It was hard, it was painful. But I walked into his office and he had to bow down and say, "Ooh, I see what you mean." I said, "Okay, doctor, Queen of the Nile, do you want to kiss my hand now?" And, please don't ever underestimate yourself. Do not take it as a disability. Take it as a challenge. And challenges have to be met head on.
Thank you,
That's
Rose.
what I
You're
do.
amazing. This is so fun. We'll have to do another interview again and
Shall
delve
have
into even more stories. And
Miss Barbara, we should have to. Everybody who is listening, please help us. Barbara and I, we don't take what we're going through as a disability. We take it as a gift to teach and to show other people that, look, just because you can't walk doesn't mean anything. I got a mouth, I got a hand, I got a brain. You can do a lot of things. And last of all, I don't know if this would be the last thing for you, Barbara, but I just want to say there are very many nice people out there. Wednesday, my Rosemobile broke down in the middle of a busy road. And a stranger, a young lady, just came out and helped me take it to a place where I could get it all tied up and everything. And most importantly, people, don't think that because we're sitting in a wheelchair, we cannot think. But also remember that when we're trying to do something and it looks difficult, don't come right away and take over. Ask us, do you need help? How can I help you? Because the only way we can get better is for us to try and do these things ourselves. But I've met so many wonderful people living here between two cities, Milwaukee and Brown Deer, and they are the best people ever, regardless of color. And I can't wait to get back to teaching and working with kids and working with people. And Barbara, you have to come back with that MPT stuff. We can't be sitting around.
You think I'm sitting around, huh? No
Sitting
way.
around. I'm back to dancing, by the way.
Oh, excellent.
I dance sitting down or I dance standing up.
Yeah, well, you all do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rose. This has been fabulous.
Thank you. Then first, one thing, please go out and vote. And COVID, go away. We want to dance.
Thanks, Rose.
Asante sana.
See.
Tutaonana. Mungu abariki. That means thank you very much. We shall see each other again. May God bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. That was so delightful. I love that story.
Thank you.
All right.
I have a million more where it came from.
Oh, we need to figure out how to get those stories out to people so they can enjoy them and learn.
Yes, and I like to teach children how to tell their own stories also.
Good, good.
Thank you so much. This has been a pleasure. You see,
of sit-down skiing, something we do a lot of, and it's getting more and more popular, especially across the state of Wisconsin here. We've been very involved across the state getting more programs started, and in the last 5 years or so, it has grown from about 5 locations that offered adaptive water skiing to now we're between 25 and 30 locations that have the ability to do this. The place that we do most of ours is down in Browns Lake, and with the adaptive water skiing that we have been doing with them is through the Lindsay Legis Free Water Ski Club, and it is also with the Browns Lake Aqueducts show ski team. So in combination with them and the wonderful people there, I figured the best way to show you what adaptive water skiing is all about is to show you a video of highlights from the 2019 ski season. This past year with everything with COVID, we did not get to do our water skiing the way we like. So we're hoping for next year to be back on the water and offering dates again to bring out anybody and everybody who would like to be able to ski out to the lake and enjoy it. Even if water skiing ends up not being something that's of interest, a fun day at the lake, you can't beat it. It really is something for everyone, and the whole family can enjoy together. I will share my screen and play this video so that you can enjoy what it is all about. This is something that we have a lot of passion for. We absolutely love what adaptive water skiing brings, how it brings out the best in people, how fun it is, how much people are surprised by the experience that it brings for them. I remember being in the boat with a mom who was watching her son out in the sit ski, and it was very interesting to hear her comments. And she's saying that he looks the most alive when he's out doing the skiing, and he's loving it. And to hear that coming from a parent, and knowing him the way that she does, obviously, it's a pretty special thing. And as much as our participants have fun, those of us who are volunteering and getting to side ski with them and be in the boat and be on shore and enjoy the day together, it really is something. And I highly encourage everyone to participate in some fashion. We always are looking for volunteers. We're always looking for skiers, for all the pieces of the puzzle to make it happen. And it really is a highlight to be able to have adaptive water skiing. I'm sure you'll have more questions. How do I do this? Where do I go? There will be, I'm sure, contact information available that you'll be able to access with everyonein.org. And also, just to be able to contact us personally, Kurt and Sue Roskopf. Our best number to reach us is 262-372-1754, and we can always hook you up with whatever skiing that you're interested in, and location-wise to help connect you to across the state here and even across the country. Again, it's 262-372 I'm getting my own number screwed up. 372-1754. So double check us on the website here with the event and get that contact info there. And we look forward to seeing you at the lake. See you later.